What on earth? Wow. That is a cool shop right there. So I believe this is Splash's rocket shop, and I'm trying to get around it so we can get a better view of it, but oh my goodness, is this thing huge. And it's based off the Proton rocket, I'm assuming. I believe that's what Splash has told us, and I believe she built it in her first episode, but this thing is so cool. To get in, there is a door here at the top, which is going to put my flying abilities to the test, so please no judgment right here. But we're going to come on for a nice, gentle landing. Perfect. First try. And then in here, I believe it's 1 diamond per stack for the tier 1s. And then it looks like these are the tier 3s. But those are 2 diamonds a stack, but those look to be sold out. But that's fine, because I want the tier 1s anyways. So let's go ahead and buy some rockets. And this is a really cool shop. Is this actually like a... I think this is like a little space probe or something that's going to be launched into space up in the top here. If I'm understanding this correctly. The level of detail is so cool. So definitely go check out Splash's. I think it's in her first episode of ZetaCraft where she built this, but this is sweet and I really like it. But I'm going to go through the nether because there's also another portal to get up here in case you don't have your wings. And I will go back to my base now. Alright, let's go check out this tower here.
I hear it where I'm standing, but I go under the ground and I don't see any...
Place items in bin to be scanned. You have a TSA set up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beep. I'm going to add a sound effect whenever I go through this thing.
I have a note block for it. Do you have your note blocks turned off?
I might actually.
It beeps at you already when you go through it. Because I know nobody's going to actually take off their items.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking over it. Alright. New members must read. Welcome to the Ricky Room, an opportunity presented by Boss. Sign up today for all your rocket needs. What was that? Oh,
I don't know, to be honest with you.
I know what it is. I changed the page, and that's a redstone output, so it opened and closed this trap door and knocked this lantern off. So you can't place a lantern on it with the update from whenever you change the book.
Let's just move those then.
That was interesting. Let's start with a little Q&A. Question: what is the Ricky Room? A. It is a subscription service for rockets. How much does it cost? Depends on your plan. What are the plans? Option 1. A shulker full of Flight 3 rockets for 24 diamonds. Option 2. A shulker full of Flight 1 rockets for 16 diamonds. How often do I get more rockets? As soon as you want. Are you like Ricky who uses a shulker a week, or like Zabe who uses a shulker a month? Once you run out, come back and a new shulker will be at your desk waiting for you. Yes, if you are interested, head upstairs and look at the example sign. Add your name to a desk with your chosen package. Example, Boss Builds, Flight 1, 16 diamonds. Can I cancel after I sign up? Absolutely anytime. Our shulkers include this deal. Maybe at a later date, but for now, no. Please leave 1 shulker for me when you sign up and replace with an empty shulker when you return for your restock. If done correctly, you will only ever need 2 shulkers for rockets. How often do I pay my fee? Leave it in your desk when you pick up your next restock. This concludes our Q&A. Please DM Boss Builds if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing you in the Ricky Room. Boss. I think that makes perfect sense. I will tell you right now that I am going to sign up for the shulker full of Flight 1 rockets for 16 diamonds. Like,
okay, so
right
let's
now.
see you do it.
So I go into the Ricky Room. Ooh. Ooh, fancy. Alright, Boss Builds Flight 1 diamonds here at the head. And so I get to pick my desk at this point in time. Now let's look out. I think I want to actually face this way. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And put Ricky. And then I believe I now have to place in my diamonds here. So one moment. You know how it is, you know.
And then you only have 1 shulker, so how are you supposed to do this?
Well, we're gonna figure that part out.
You didn't even do your sign right, Ricky. Look at my sign.
Hold on.
That's right. I'm gonna have to fix it for everyone. I know everyone's gonna do it wrong.
Boss builds.
That way I can just
160.
quickly look at it and see
Okay.
which plan you're on. Plus, you might switch plans.
True. So sorry. Ricky.
Skip a line and then do
Tier
flight
1.
1.
No, flight 1.
And then on
16.
the last line, do 16 diamonds.
All right. Yeah. Nope. Done. And then we will put 16 diamonds in here. And hold on, let me empty my shulker. And I believe I placed my shulker in here to be filled up.
Perfect. And then when you come back, the
shulker's-
diamonds will be gone. And
The
there will be
shulker's
a
there.
shulker sitting in there. Like that. Don't take it yet, because I actually want to record that you put your stuff in there. And then you're good. So then you would come back, put in an empty shulker, and then put your 16 diamonds in again.
Yeah, I don't see any
Basically,
problem
you're
here.
just flip-flopping shulkers.
Yeah.
So you can come back and like... Well, I'm going to take a quick break before I record this next piece. But tonight, you can come back, and then you will have a shulker sitting in this chest full of rocks.
I look forward to it because I am paying that 16 now. And here's an extra for expedited.
Oh, you'll get it tonight. I just crafted 4 more shulkers again.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
So it will be there before I log off, I promise you.
I am looking forward to buying a lot of
sign there, but I took the sign down.
So it's the 20 diamonds for an elytra, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to go
Yeah,
ahead.
the barrel is named.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and buy 1 backup elytra for myself and a backup elytra for time. So we're good to go when we do inevitably fall in lava under our base or get killed by the warden. That is just, it's going to happen.
That's fair.
It's just, I know it for a fact. Well, let's take one quick aerial view of your shop here once we get around Maya's globe. That turned out so cool. I really like how that shop turned out. Well done, boss.
Thanks. It took a while to build. It took longer to trade for the quartz than it did to build the shop.
The design is so well executed, though. Well done. A lot of
Thanks.
details.
I think you really like it just because you have a room named after you.
Well, obviously, but the plane itself looks cool too, even though I will be shopping in the tower almost exclusively.
The tower is the Ricky room.
Love it. Might have to add some color in there that matches Ricky a little bit better, but we'll see.
Yeah, feel free to change your little desk setup. You could even change your chair if you want to make your chair orange too.
Oh,
Do that if you want.
Acacia, copper, or orange, red sandstone. I'm gonna have to think about what color block I want that chair to be, but I'm gonna do something, that's for sure. Well, now is probably as good a time as any to tell you about one of my goals I have for this season on ZetaCraft. And that goal is to actually use 100,000 rockets. And that's actually kind of funny because in season 1 I ended up using around 35,000 just by flying around. But this season I want to actually hit 100,000 rockets. I think it'd be a funny statistic to have. But to add to that, I will not be crafting a single rocket this season. In fact, if we look at our statistics at the times used, I've already used 5,000 rockets and 0 have been crafted. And this number will stay 0 for the entire season. Which means both Splashes and Boss and anyone else that sells rockets have a great opportunity to make a lot of diamonds for me this season, as I will be buying a lot of rockets. So I'm kind of curious to see how that little turf war over the rocket shops goes and see who caters to the best deal to get me to buy from them next. I'm sure they will go back and forth, but we will definitely see. But I think it's time to actually take our villager shop and actually move it in the shopping district. So let's go ahead and meet up with Time Architect and see about moving out of Sunflower Square and into the shopping district. Alright, time. We are currently in the shopping district for Season 2 of ZetaCraft, and I'm looking around here for a moment, and I'm starting to think that our little pop-up shop in the starter town feels really out of place. What do you think?
I think that this area is really starting to develop, and we should probably move out of the starter base and put up a proper shop.
Yeah, we've been getting complaints about how our shop's not in the shopping district, and it's probably illegal diamonds, so let's go ahead and build a little shop here so we don't have to deal with the tax authority of ZetaCraft or anything like that.
Don't want to be fining. Dwemer Industries is going to be successful.
Absolutely. I think we had talked about a shop up on this mountain ridge to our left here. Is that still the best plan, you think?
Looking around at the skyline, I think that'll be a good backdrop with the big plans that we have for our shop.
I mean, we always have big plans. This is just going to be phase 1 of the shop, but let's go ahead and get into resource gathering mode and then possibly a build time lapse. See how that goes.
All for it. Let's do it.
All right. All right, good sir. We have a proper shop now.
I would say that the word wall is now open.
So, for those who aren't familiar with the game of Skyrim, one of the aspects of the game is you go up to these word walls and absorb the dragon soul, and it's how you kind of upgrade your power stats. And in that same way, you come up to the word walls and you press the button for the book that you want, and it opens up the books underneath, which we still need to make sure all the stocks is in. But for example here, grab your books and it's essentially powering up. So it kind of feels thematic to the way we're matching through that Skyrim game, which is really nice.
I think it was a fun little way of doing a shop. A little story behind it.
Plus, I mean, we have a beautiful view of the shopping district itself, just looking out over the skyline. So that's pretty cool.
We've got that nice, excellent elevated perspective up here.
Make sure everyone knows, hey, we're up here. We got a path that we're working on to go way down, but I think this will be a really good stop. And as always, any purchase comes with 16 golden carrots. That's just Dwemer industry policy.
Indeed. We should probably list prices, though.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put some signs up right here in the middle, just so it's nice and easy to see.
Because unlike Skyrim, you got to pay for these power-ups.
This is true. Well, you do pay for them in Skyrim. You have to kill a dragon. That is a form of payment. But instead of having to kill a dragon, you just have to give us diamonds. 3 diamonds a book, or 2 books for 5 diamonds.
I mean, they both begin with D, so dragon, diamond, it's in the same alphabetical area.
It's basically the same thing.
I would say so. I mean, it's basically like cobblestone and iron.
Yeah, I see no problem here.
Yeah, one and the same.
So this was a really fun build to work with, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. This was cool.
I think we did good.
That we did. All right, off to the next project, I'm sure.
Next big project.
Not like we have a mega base to build or anything.
Or 3.
Well, I think that this build has turned out quite well, and I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I know Time and I did. But unfortunately, that is going to be all the time we have for this week's episode. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you do, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you're not already a subscriber, perhaps consider hitting that subscribe button down below, because there's plenty of more awesome builds coming in the very near future, and I think it's going to be a great time. But until next time, this has been another great episode of Minecraft with Ricky on ZetaCraft. See ya!